Hey, what up, manga fans? I am back in the video. We have a new manga that's come out today. I know this is a game, but I'm doing the manga adaptation of ReFantazio, one of the best games of 2024. I actually have played this game quite a lot. I'm pretty fond of the game. I just got another after party member and basically the plot to kill one of the main villains. About the next arc of the game, we'll have a final party member join. But we get into the final arc. So I do plan to get there. And this is this chapter definitely shows a lot what was changed from the first part of the game. He actually introduced some characters a little bit early than they were in the game. So let's get into it. So we open up in the desert where a fairy is telling someone named Will to wake up. He basically tells her to shut up. As we get an explanation of what exactly happened, the names of Will and Gallica, and the explanation, which was a small explanation, but it was shown in the game. Basically, bandits attacked the cart they were in. A young man who claims to be a noble protect the carriage, as Will ended up falling off the cliff because of those bandits. Now, the noble technically is in the game, one of our main characters, but I'm not telling you his name yet. You know, if you play the game, you know who it is, and you know the differences, but I'm doing my best to explain some of the differences I can remember. So, they even meet some characters. Wait a little bit early compared to the game. That they change some things around so quickly. Mostly it's a bit more from a manga's perspective. I don't know, I'm not going to judge these. I do like the comedic expressions in this game. By the way, the protagonist's default name is Will in the game, at least in English, in both Japan and English-speaking countries. As if you type his name in, basically if you type the name in Japanese, or in the game, and switch it to English, something will pop up on the screen, basically tell you about basically your character's default name. So yeah. Today, while playing the game so far, it's good. It's a good game. Once I beat the PlayStation version, I'm planning to play the Xbox version. So anyway, Will's kind of pouting. We'll see what Will carries a book that's pretty important to him. As me, the Grand Triad, I think it's called. As then we get a narration. Now, Will can speak in the game, but with dialogues he chose, but he's speaking a lot more because it's a manga. This is the first Atlas series that actually published in Shonen Jump. Yeah, you know Shonen Jump, one of the most biggest manga publishing companies ever, behind series like Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Bleach, My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, Kaguya-sama, and many, many more mangas that got anime. I might be wrong on this, but this is the first time Sega's ever worked with Shueisha to make a manga. I don't even know if Shueisha and Sega have ever worked together in the past. Feel free to correct me in the comments down below, because I don't know. No, actually, yes. Shueisha has actually worked with Sega, but for making games based on their properties. Like, they worked with Sega. Well, no, wait. Shueisha did not work with Sega on based on North Star. That's why basically, they have to discuss the creator, the authors, and its sequel series. So that doesn't really count. But Demon Slayer, however, Hinokami Chronicles was published by Sega, so they worked together for that adaptation. Because usually Bandai's the one who publishes the games. And also, Shueisha owned them one for publishing the games based on their properties. So Shueisha got permission to publish the manga in B Jump, which is more of a monthly run than a weekly series. Something like the Persona 5 manga, which is still ongoing for God's sake. Yeah, I think they're currently still on the side arc in the manga. I'm gonna try reading the arcs in the manga, but I can't. Every time I search out Persona 5 arcs, it's just supposed to be the game arcs, which the manga is that, and I know that, but I want to know how many chapter specific arcs are, like how many is the Kamoshida arc, the Madarame arc, etc. You know, it makes myself bad to read the manga and see what was changed. And the narration is about a mysterious person who does play the role in the game. But we don't even know, we don't find out about his name in this chapter, but we do in the opening prologue of the game. Because he's important. Basically, he serves the same role as Ego from Persona 5. Anyway, after Will's got more of a personality in the skip manga. Anyway, the narrator reveals about Vince kicking the high gear. As some time ago, the king was murdered by one of his lieutenants, Louise. And this world is for non-humans. Because Will looks the most human-like. Unlike other characters. So, typical fantasy setting. I'm not seeing these fantasy RPGs lately have been given the characters English accents. Except for Will, he has a regular accent, and his Japanese name is Natsuki Hanai. Many people know him as Tanjiro Kamino in Demon Slayer. But many modern 2024 people will know him as Ken Takakura, aka Okura from Dandadan. Talented actor. So anyway, the kings were since the prince is presumed dead. As the two enter the city, it's got all kinds of tribes. It's a brief introduction of all the other types of tribes. We can gather what Palace tribe are basically animal people. The beast people you see in a lot of anime and manga, video games, fantasy stuff. Like, yeah, cat girls and shit. It's common you see those in fantasy media. But making them a whole tribe. Even some unique ideas. Like, they have elves too, but the ears are slightly a bit of hair on them. There's also people with horns on their head. A tribe with facial marks on them. Also, these tribes get explored about each story arc. We're coming on the first arc of the story. So, yeah. Anyway, we learn that a lot of racism are happening. We learn up time as well. Is we have a tribe called Elders. Ones that look the most human. Minus the eyes and blue hair. Because blue hair can explain what I mean anime style. Because, anime. I don't know why anime likes to have weird color hair sometimes. I just saying, I don't know why anime had that idea. Because obviously it didn't exist back in the day, but that started to change over as mangas became more and more popular over the last couple of decades. Anyway. Eh. Will's not really bothered about all the insult spawners way just because it was kind. As he has his, once learned that the prince is alive. It was a bit of a curse. So they meeting up with a man. So they they had to meet up with someone. His name is Grias, which is what's happening in the game too. But interesting what they chose here. Grias. So yeah. And it said that meeting a young girl named Marie. I think that was her name. Yeah. It was a mixed species. She's interested in the book, in Will's book, so Will obviously read it to her. You can actually do this in the game, but interesting. They introduce this character pretty early. You don't meet her until a little bit later in the game, after the prologue. Mostly after you get familiar with the characters and stuff. So you see, Will's book is about a tribe that has no distinguishing features that all look same, and people are not treated badly just because of how they're born. That's Konami's fantasy, which, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, we know it's us. I think something was really the ending, which I don't know about because I'm not reading the game. I wish people would stop posting spoilers. Because I want to be completely blind to the story. Like for Persona 5, I knew Akechi was literally the villain, but the bad guy. I just kind of knew it. Thanks to people online. But everything that happened in the story, I didn't know about, was really good. And I plan to recheck out that Persona 5 OVA that released the time to the game that was coming out. Still no news on Persona 6 yet. Anyway. The girl Marie really likes it. She knows she's got illness once. So Ace goodbye. Galaxy says she feels better after seeing the child smile. Anyway, it's a 2 explore. But yeah, it's a 2 explore. And they hear many voices to see a platypus not rushing by with Maria and they're being chased by the noble from earlier. So one Gallagher ended up doing team helping them out. We've got a bit of a unique personality. One's personality is a little bit cocky. It's quite funny. It's the same guy. As I think I said, the same guy from earlier in the game. It was a different character at the cart. So it was an interesting change. Also, you don't even meet him until the supposed to not. And again, you meet him when you register, and you don't get to know each other until you go on your first mission with him. And as you head, which leads to the whole first battle of the game. You must head to a specific castle, but they choose not to that battle, which is an interesting choice. So yeah, a noble was a helper because he can't leave as a noble. He can't leave an innocent child in danger. So yeah, two working together. It's quite fun. I think an explanation on the sword, as well, sword can fly, thanks to the Gallagher's magic, mainly because of the material used in the sword that works with Gallagher's magic. As well as working together, they take down the power guy. But me starts from Basically, it's real. This guy only made a mistake adopting her. He has a wife and child, and he's extremely poor. And how Papas are treated. He just, well, he wanted money, and he heard that mixed races get higher price on the market. Basically, trafficking. And it's, oh god. He basically trafficked her. But he realized his mistake, and what he did was wrong. So the novel will help get us the money. Even though he could be lying. Kind of fault, and reckless, kind of stupid. And they're interrupted by a sandworm, which earlier. I will actually put some skills, actually taking down the sandworm pretty easily. You, even rescuing Marie, who was about before. Or ended up dropping his book. Marie apologizes for. He dropped it trying to save her, but he says not to worry. This novel talks back in what he said to him earlier. But, well, Spider-Man did too. They will introduce themselves. The noble's name is Stroll. If we end him, it's won't ask Stroll for a bit, but it'll take me back to her home, well, because they got some important things to do. She understands that they must be have some got something to do since they hit. Anyway, when he mentioned they have to head to the Honeybee Inn, so Marie is actually lives there. As then when they officially meet Grias. Now, he doesn't even appear until after the first battle in the game. Like, he's after the first fight with the monsters of the game, which are not even revealed in this chapter. What? Not revealed in this chapter yet. So they come around to a specific point. I already explained everything to Grias. As it reveals that they suspect Louise is behind this curse. Ghosty can't confirm it, but that's what the team thought. So tomorrow, in a funeral, they plan to assassinate him. Now, it's going by pretty quickly. Of course, this is a manga, not a game, so obviously they cut down some stuff. But it's just a way to change things. I do like how these mangas are doing their own thing a bit. Doing their own thing compared to the games. Because it allows it to be its own very unique. By being a one-to-one adaptation. Some of the Persona 5 animes did end up trying to do one-to-one adapt it. With some small changes. But I think doing the game in its own unique direction. Doing these movies in their own direction while also adapting the game story. Locations while also doing your own thing with them. They can work. But some of I just fail with its pacing and stuff. And yet that's coming to Hulu in the US. And you can watch it on Crunchyroll and get it on Blu-ray. Never mind. Anyway, the stories are open hearing. As the end up when they get the book back, well, he has a grudge against Louise as well. But also because he's a noble. As then the day of the funeral arrives, I then with Bishop meet Louise face to face. Of course, Will's feeling some weird pain as the situation gets interesting. Because that's when some solid shockwaves come in. As a narrator, knows that this will change forever. As a giant rock bear is claiming to be the king, as it's the day of the royal in 4 months. Some type of as the chapter ends. Long Park. So that scene comes after you unlock your abilities in the game. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do it in the next chapter. Because I do not know when that's going to happen. I will check though, the Manga Plus app. Because they do tell you when the next chapters come out. But yeah, is this a good manga? I think so. It's a good shows how different it is to the game. Shane is not winning game of the year, by the way. It's good. And when it gets a physical release, I am like paying for it. I don't know if I have the Shonen Jump logo on it. But we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And look at your update always because video. And I'll see you guys next time for more videos. I plan to do a review on the Best Beach arc soon. Anyway, thank you. I'll see you guys later. I'm on Weber. Guys, jump out.